this demonstration we're going to look at creating a cloud from a host group. So we're going to see how to create a private cloud by using the Create Cloud wizard. So as we're creating a private cloud, one of the benefits of the private cloud is that the organization's got complete control over the cloud infrastructure and services it provides. However, the organization also has the management overhead and costs that are associated with this model. But to be honest, we have an IT infrastructure anyway, so all we're doing is we're moving it from one model to another model. And the big benefits of cloud computing is we get our virtualized data center, so we get methods to access the computing services that are independent of both your physical location and the hardware. We get reduced operational costs because it helps mitigate issues such as low system use, inconsistent availability, and high operational costs by providing pooled resources, elasticity, and virtualization technology. Gives us server consolidation, so it enables us to host multiple virtual machines on a virtualization host, and it gives us improved resilience and agility. And we can do that through System Center 2012. So this can reduce our costs and improve efficiency. So what we have here is we've got a wizard. So what we're going to do in the wizard, I'm just going to right click at this point here and create a cloud. So we've done that in the VMs and services workspace. We've come up to the clouds and right click and said new cloud. So now what we'll do is we'll start filling out the wizard. So we're going to call this demo cloud. We've got demonstration creating a private cloud. Let's select our next button. So what we're going to do here is we're going to select local group for my host groups. So this will be the resource, but as you can see here as well, I am from a VMware background originally. I can also add VMware resource pools as well. And just quickly to explain what a VMware resource pool is, it's just an abstraction of hardware from either a VMware cluster or an individual ESXi host. So all we're doing here is we're presenting hardware to the cloud. So the things we can see here, we've got two physical CPUs. What we've got here as well is we've got total memory is going to be 63.7678 gig. We've got total storage of, at this point here, 2,794 gigabytes. So we'll select next. Then what we need to do here is we do need to provide some networking. So let's just go for external network. So what we've got here, load balancers. We've got the Microsoft Network load balancer. I haven't configured one, so I've got no tick box to turn on. If I am using a hardware load balancer, I must have already installed the load balancer. However, for purposes of this demo, what we're going to do here, we're not going to select anything, we'll just select next. Right, VIP doesn't stand for very important person. What it stands for is it stands for a virtual IP template. Now we don't have any, so what we're going to do at this point here, we're just going to select next. Then we have our port classifications. These are our network classifications here. So what we're going to do is we're going to select 5 of them. So I've selected here guest dynamic IP, port classification be used for virtual machines that require guest dynamic IP. We've got the high bandwidth for virtual machines that require high bandwidth. We've got the management network, low bandwidth virtual machines, and medium bandwidth virtual machines as well. So at this point here we'll select next. What we need to do now is we need to provide some storage to our cloud. So what we're going to do for purpose of this demo, we're just going to go for local storage, but as you can see I can specify my gold and silver storage as well. Probably quite useful. People are paying you for a service, they're paying you lots of money. You want to make sure they can use the best storage possible. Then we'll select next. Then we have our library. So we've got here in the library, what we're doing here is this is where we can assign the read-only shares to the private cloud. And these shares could be where administrators can store read-only resources such as ISO files that you want to make available to your self-service users. However, what we should do is we need to assign the shares. One or more library shares must already exist. So all we're going to do here is we're just going to browse through and specify our libraries. So what we'll do here, select our browse button, shows us our library servers. If we just expand this up, we can see the various shares that we've got on the library servers. We can see these things have been added. What I'm going to do here is just add host library 1. Select OK here. And what we can also do as well, if we click the add button, we can specify the library shares. So what we'll do here, let's just specify the library shares. Actually get rid of the default one, just go for the host library. Select OK at this point here. Then we'll select our next button. This brings us into the capacity. So what we've got here is we've got the ability to set the capacity for this cloud. So for purpose of this demo, let's turn off some of these use maximum and just specify some different settings for our various different dimensions. So what we've done here is we've modified memory to provide 8 gig, specified the storage 1 terabyte, and what we've specified here as well for the virtual machines, we specified 3. select next. Then takes us into our capability profiles. So what we've got here is we've got 3 different capability profiles. We've got ESX server, we've got Zen server, and the one we've got, because we've got Hyper-V hosts, we'll select Hyper-V, select next, select finish, and it now goes away and creates my cloud. So all it's telling me here is that I've tried to add the share twice, so just to prove that nothing's set in stone. If we just come back a little bit here, what we can do is we can come into the library bit, we'll remove that one there, select next, select next, select next, select finish, and at this point here then goes away and creates my cloud. So now we've done all that, we'll just close down the jobs menu. If we have a look at our clouds now, what we've got is we've got our demo cloud. If we click on our demo cloud, what we can do here is we can come in and we can assign the cloud, create virtual machines, create services. And that's the end of this demonstration of creating a cloud. Thank you.